Hey guys, in this class we're gonna teach you how to never miss a phrase change again. Yes, that is true. You're never gonna miss a phrase change again once you implement this strategy. Now, first of all, if you have not watched our video or my video when I'm talking about phrase changes, how song structure is built up and how to recognize the last 8 of the phrase, you need to do that first. Because a prerequisite to this class is that you're able to find the last 8 before the phrase change. We're also going to talk about followers and a few things you should not do, like don't interrupt in the build-up. And then we're also going to teach you how you can save it if the leader does not phrase. Phrasing and setting up the dance so that you're hitting the breaks in the music is a leader's responsibility. But it's very hard, followers. If you don't know, it's hard. In that sense, it's easier to follow where you're just listening and waiting to be set up. It might not be easy for the leaders. It takes a while to get to the point where you constantly are. So until the leaders are at that point, followers, you need to be helping, yeah?
So when I'm talking about a pattern that takes 9 beats to do, we do the triple step here. We do 7 and 8, triple step, and we start leading here on the 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So we have a total of 9 beats to arrive on the phrase change.
I'm going to give you 2 examples. Number 1, I'm going to do telemark. So we're going to start a little bit over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, double turn 1. So a telemark with a double inside turn takes up 9 counts, and that always works. That always hits the phrase change. Example number 2, any basic pattern with a rock and go and then a double turn is also 9 counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You have telemark or you have any basic 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. Any basic plus a rock and go and a double turn will work. The double turn can be inside turn, outside turn. Yeah, so that's for 9 beats. Now for 7 beats.
We're doing the triple step here. Triple 1 and 2, and then we start leading the pattern on 3. So we lead 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. That is 7 counts in total, so 7 count patterns to hit the phrase change.
So you start leading on the 3 of the last 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I could also add a rotation to that, so I could go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. And I can hit that. Another example, same type of whip entrance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So that is 2 examples of patterns that have 7 counts to hit the phrase change. What if we tripled on the 3 and 4, so we start leading on 5, on the beat 5 before the phrase change. Double turns. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Works outside turn too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You could do around the world. I will do it this way so it hits towards you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. She starts walking. So those are patterns that take 5 counts. If you start leading them on count 5 before the phrase change and you do these patterns, they will work. Moving down, 3 count patterns, meaning that you go
5 and 6, and we start leading on the 7. So we go 7, 8, 1, that's 3 counts.
Slingshot. 7, 8, 1. You can do slingshot variations. You can let go of the hands. 7, 8, 1. You can do this slingshot variation. 7, 8, 1. Yeah? Another example would be a rainbow or just a rainbow. 7, 8, lift the hand on the 1. Another example of that could be just a cutoff in front or send out. 7, 8, 1. Or you can even lead an invitational. 7, 8, 1. Yeah? Last move, the monkey bar move. 7, 8, 1. The follower goes down. As an example, apply one of these patterns or one of your own. The last one that we're going to do is that, say you missed the phrase change. You went like 7, 8. And you know the phrase change is coming now. You have to adjust a little bit during the triple. But here are 2 examples on what you can do. You can go 7, 8, and then from here you can just dance, do like swivels in place, while at the same time you lead the follower down the line for an underarm turn. So that would look like this. Say I went 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like an emergency phrase change because you realized, oh shit, I probably should have had a bigger setup, but I didn't, so this is what I'm gonna do. That's example number 1. Example number 2 would be to open up the slot. So I would go 7, 8, and then we could start walking. Walk, yeah? Walking forwards, walking backwards. So that would be just me holding the hand and I go 7, 8, might even twist the hand a little bit, make sure you bring the hand with you, and then you start walking on the phrase change. You can walk half time even. You can go 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah? So that would be, if you haven't set it up and you're like, oh my God, phrase change, that's another example of that. So you have 9 counts, 7 counts, 5 counts, 3 counts, and 1 count patterns, 5 different types of patterns you can use to make sure that you never hit the phrase change. Now, this is part 2, like I said. This is part 2. Part 1 is being able to recognize this is the last one before the phrase change. And then, based on that, where you're at, if you're tripling, 1, 7, 8, you start leading on the 1, you just apply another pattern from that. Yeah? Now, followers, let's talk about how you can do and what you shouldn't do.
Okay, followers. So, mostly, it will be leaders responsible to find the phrase, but we should know where is the phrase, we should know how to find the phrase, because not all the time the leaders will hit the phrase. So, the most important thing that I don't want to bother my leader when he's building the phrase, when he's doing the preparation before the phrase. So usually the phrase we have 4-8, so I know that the 5-8 on the 1 will be the phrase. So usually the 5 count before or the 8 count before, they will do the preparation. So I will not bother. It means that I know where is the 1 of the phrase. On the 1, if I notice that I'm in the middle of something and it didn't hear the phrase, it didn't know that there is a phrase, I want to try to save it. I want to try to help my leader to do something on the phrase because I don't want to miss the phrase. So maybe we will do some examples, we'll do some patterns, and I will show you how you can stop almost everywhere in the middle of the patterns. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. He didn't stop me. I stopped myself. So it was in the middle of underarm. I just gave my leader a bit more connection to tell him, okay, stop, there is something here. And once I stop myself, I will try to move to do something because I need to stay minimum 4 count when I have the phrase. Another example. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I opened myself in the middle of whip. Yeah, so I just left my right hand and I opened my body. From here, we can move together. Maybe we can walk together. I can push my leader a bit forward and we can maybe walk together. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Yeah, so every time I have 1, I'm thinking where I can stop. So it makes sense because this is my direction. It makes sense that I will stop here. I'm giving more connection. If I will not give my leader the right connection, a bit stronger connection, he will not stop. And I want to be clear enough for my leader to know that he's going to stop. And from here, I can move on the same spot. I can take my leader with me and maybe walk together. Yeah, so make sure you know how to find the phrase, and just in case your leader doesn't know where is the phrase, you're able to help or save the phrase.
All right, let's talk about how you can practice this. So, like Corinne said, followers, ideally you shouldn't interrupt on the last 8 of the pattern, because then leaders were setting something up. We should be, at least. You practice this by listening to music and identifying where the 1 is. And then if you're dancing together with somebody, try to walk through the patterns and try to do it. Once you feel like, okay, I get the hang of this, like I know where the last 1 is, and I have at least one pattern of 9 count, 7 count, 5 count, 3 count, and 1 count that you can do, then try to play a song. Play a song that you know you can find the last 8, and then try to do it, try to implement it, yeah? Once you hit that phrase, we'll do a separate video on this, but once you hit that phrase, you want to stay in that moment for at least 4 counts, yeah? So when I do the hit, when I went 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, I don't want to just go 1, 2, and then start leading on the 3 right away. I want to stay here a little bit because I want to show my partner and my audience, if I have any, that we know what's happening. We know that what we're doing right now is right to the music. So we know there's a change in the music. We want to give people time to relax. So we're going to stay here and dance. Maybe we're going to pulse it with the legs, with the upper body. Just stay here. It could be swivels, boom, boom, boom. It could be a stop. If the music goes like silent, it could be stop. Or maybe the music goes like slow, then we would go like hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back to dance. So that's how you want to practice it. Again, super important that also followers, you know this, you're able to recognize this. From our experience, usually the followers are a little ahead of the leaders when it comes to this. They have had more time to just listen to the music and follow and listen to the leader, or they're more trained in terms of musicality than we usually are. But the followers need to know this too, so that you know when it's coming, because Corinne knows that if I'm leading something, if I'm leading a bunch of turns and she hears the phrase changes close up, she knows where we're going to end. She knows when the turns are going to stop. I'm not going to keep going that through there. So that gives her a little bit of time to prepare. Oh shit, what's coming? Boom, I know what to do. Yeah? All right, guys, good luck.